Coach Topher. What's going on, everybody? Coach Topher here, and welcome to my 87 setback gun game. I never thought that I would break my record of 76. I never thought that I'd do it. In this game, I go 87 and 23. Now, I do want to say that this 87 was done with nobody AFK and no one else in the lobby stabbing. Because on a different video that I'll show you guys in a while from now, I think I got like 109, 110, and there were 2 other people stabbed in the lobby, and it was actually really funny. Now, I would be showing you guys the audio from this game, but it was really, really bad on the other guy's end. It was kind of funny, but I thought that I'd just go ahead and cut all the audio out and just talk about gun game, talk about a few other things while this plays, and then just cut the gameplay down to where it matches the length of me talking. Now, if you've never seen my 76 setback gun game, I really recommend that you check it out. The link will be down in the description. It's not only awesome, the fact that I got 76 in one game, but it was really, really funny too. This one guy's in there, he's screaming about how people are licking ass cheaters for shooting noob tubes or rocket launchers. I don't think he fully understood what gun game was, but he sure as hell understood what it meant to get set back. Now, I got that 76 way, way, way back in the day, maybe like the first month or something like that, first couple weeks of Black Ops 2 just coming out. I'd gotten close a couple of times. I think I had like a 71, a 73, a bunch of 69s. I had a bunch of those. And it almost became something that I gave up on, because I kind of went after it so many times, and you really kind of have to get off to a good start. It basically has to be the perfect storm. Now, the players can't be that great. You need to be on the right board, you need to be dialed in, you need to have a good connection. I mean, I think all of those things come into play. Also, you need a tremendous amount of luck too. And I think, I started playing some games, I'd get off to a really good start, like, 23 and 5 or something like that. And I think whether I go for it or not is really based upon, how well I'm doing compared to the scores. Somebody have 100, somebody have 150, does somebody only have 30? And when I started this game, I was just talking a bunch of crap to this guy. He was pretty funny. We were just going back and forth, and I didn't think much of it. And then I looked down, I'm like, holy shit, man. And I'm like, all right, look at the other score. I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna stick around to see if I can make a little run, see what's going on. I'm just kind of continuing my conversation, and then all of a sudden I realized I have a shot at this. I have a real shot at breaking my 76. And at that point, when I realized I could do it, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I'm serious, my hands, my palms just started getting super sweaty, and it usually doesn't happen to me a whole hell of a lot. And I started pressing. I don't think this just applies to video games. I think it applies to sports, but it seems that the harder you try, there's a point where you're trying too much, where you're pressing, where you're trying to force things, and things don't go your way when you do that. If it's baseball, you're striking out. If it's basketball, you're airballing it. Anything that you're doing, you tense up, you don't do as well. The times that you really excel are the times where it's just flowing. You're in a zone, and if you haven't heard of the zone, I mean, most people have, but if you haven't heard of the zone, it's this headspace, it's this mental state of mind that athletes and gamers and everybody can get into, but it just means that everything's clicking, where you almost feel like you can't do any wrong. And that's kind of how I felt, in this game, or, and at times playing baseball, you get into those zones where it's like, I hit 4 home runs my entire career, all the way through college, semi-pro, everything. 4 home runs, 4 of them. I hit 3 in one day, in a doubleheader. Anyway, I'm getting away from gun game. So I love the Black Ops 2 gun game. It's fun. It's awesome. At first when the mini-map came up on the first time I played it, I'm like, oh, fuck this. It came from Black Ops gun game. So this one, it's like, hey, you know what? There's 7 other players to stab. The radar is great, and it really has been something that I've used to my advantage. At first, I was pissed about the radar, but then I use it. And if you play gun game, use the radar. Use the radar. You'll see me fire my gun a lot in gun game too. I fire it in between the radar. I'm trying to say, hey people, I'm right here. And guys, it's basic psychology. People are going to run to the flashing red dot. They look up on that mini map, they see you, and then it's all about timing. I'm starting my knife most of the time before they're even coming around the corner. Or I know that I need to be hitting it quick. It's all about that timing. And I get so many comments from people. I go into gun game and I never find mics and I don't understand how you're doing it. Well, let's put it this way. Besides the fact that, in this game in particular, I had 87 stabs. I mean, I set some poor son of a bitch back 25 times. I set another guy back 21 times. And I set two other dudes back 15 times. And that's obviously not every game, but I'll go in and drop 40 or 50, no problem. And when you stab somebody that many times, they're going to react. But it comes down to this. Are there mics in the lobbies that you guys are playing in? If you're going in to do this and there are no mics, and I'm not just talking about like there's nobody with a mic next to their name, I'm talking about no active mics. There's nobody talking. Let me ask you this. Why are you in that game? If you're going for reactions, get the fuck out of there. I will bounce so fast. I mean, I am speed go through gamer. I will flip through as many games as I possibly can. I want to get in with a good mic and somebody who's already talking. And that's the other thing. I know who you are. I know who you are as far as who I'm going to get reactions from. Because guess what, guys? They're already talking when you get into the lobby. They're already running their mouth. Oh yeah, well I'm such a fucking badass. I'm fucking awesome. I'm number one view. I'm number one. I'm gonna whoop. They're already running their mouths. So those are the people you're looking for. So if you're going to do this, get in and out of lobbies quick. If you're on Black Ops 2, make sure you cycle back through best, normal, any, as far as the game connections. I always start out best and work my way down. So these are some pretty useful tips on how to get better gun game footage if you are doing this. Now, I need to do a whole video about this, and I'm just going to kind of touch base on this real quick, but Ghosts, I am not a huge fan of the gun game on Ghosts. It's not bad. There's some things that I definitely like, and there's things that I don't like. But the biggest thing is that Ghost sucks dick. I mean, it is a terrible, terrible, terrible game, and I rarely say stuff like that. I wasn't a huge fan of the actual free-for-all and TDM and the guns on Black Ops 2, but it was a bright game. It was fun. It was, I love the gun game. But this one, Ghost, is just awful, and I think at some point I will actually do a video on why Ghost sucks dick. No, I honestly never thought that I would do gun game reactions and stuff for a very long time. I mean, the reason I started doing it is because I had some major oral surgery and I couldn't talk for a while. And it was really hard for me, so the only thing I could do to make videos was stab. And it was something that, I'd always done back in Black Ops. I mean, everybody's done this. The people who made this game put this in there for the sole purpose of demoting people, and they knew they were going to piss people off. But the reason I stuck with it was for two reasons. One, there is no other way, there's nothing else that you can do to elicit such a pure response from somebody, whether it's anger, disappointment, whatever. I mean, the reactions and emotions are so pure. And to people who say I fake my videos, go fuck yourself. It's not my fault that some of the people you watch don't fucking have enough patience or time to make all their shit real. I'm sorry. I think what's awesome is real reactions. That's the other part of it. Part two, why I do this. I love the challenge. I love it. It's like you're going hunting or fishing. I mean, nothing's happened, and then you get into that one right lobby and bam, it's just magic. It's awesome. I want to see if I can do it. I want to see if I can get an 87 like this. That's why I do it. It's a challenge. I like a challenge. I don't like all challenges, but I like this one, and it's fun. It's just like, can I get some good stuff? Can I get in there today? Like I said, I've got hours and hours and hours of this shit. It's not going anywhere, and someone said to me, it's like, what if people get tired of seeing you do this or this? And it's like, I'll always keep doing new stuff, but you know what? If you don't like this, you probably shouldn't be fucking watching my channel. I have fun doing it. As long as it's fun for me, I'm going to keep doing it. And you know what? As long as you guys keep watching, I'm going to keep putting them out. So anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching. Thanks so much for everything. And 87 fucking setbacks. I'm not even going to try and break that. I'm not even going to try. But like I said, I'm really happy about this. I definitely wanted to share it with you guys and didn't really want to include the audio, so I just figured I'd talk to you guys for a while. So hopefully this all kind of worked out as far as timing goes, and you guys got to see enough of the gameplay without it being too much. So anyway, guys, talk to you soon, and as always, thanks for watching.
Cracking skulls, bitch!